First we have to understand what is the pump and why we required pumps. Let us see what is the basic or technical meaning of pump. A pump is a machine which converts the mechanical energy which is supplied to it from some external source into pressure energy, which is used to lift the liquid from a lower level to a higher level. So simply I can say that a pump is a device which converts the mechanical energy into pressure energy, and that pressure energy is used to transfer the liquid from a lower level to a higher level. Right? Now how we can classify these pumps? The pumps is mainly classified into two categories. First is the positive displacement pump and second is the centrifugal pump. Positive displacement pump can be subcategorized as reciprocating pump and rotary pump. So main two categories of the pump are positive displacement pump and centrifugal pump, and that positive displacement pump can be subcategorized as reciprocating pump and rotary pump. So in this part of this chapter, fluid moving machinery, we have to cover the different types of pumps in detail. Let us start with the first type of the pump, which is centrifugal pump. Basically, a centrifugal pump is a pump which lifts a liquid from a lower level to a higher level by the action of centrifugal force, is known as centrifugal pump. Fine. So a pump which transfers the liquid from lower level to higher level with the help of centrifugal force, and that's why we call it as a centrifugal pump. First, let us discuss the construction of the centrifugal pump. You can see in the sketch of the centrifugal pump, actually this is the whole assembly which includes the lower tank from where we are transferring the liquid from the overhead tank with the help of centrifugal pump. So this is the whole assembly of transferring liquid from lower level to higher level with the help of centrifugal pump. But the main centrifugal pump is in the middle part, which transfers the liquid from the suction line to overhead tank. See in the figure, at the bottom of the figure you can see there is a strainer which is connected to the suction pipe. Suction pipe is connected to a casing. Casing includes the impeller, and that casing is on the another side connected to the delivery pipe and to the overhead tank. So this whole sketch includes the transfer of liquid from a suction line to overhead tank with the help of centrifugal pump. The main portion of the pump is, you can see, casing. Casing includes the shaft, and on that shaft we mount impeller. Now this impeller is the heart of the centrifugal pump. With the help of this impeller, we are transferring the liquid from a lower level to higher level. Now how we can transfer the liquid? What is the mechanism behind it? So let us now see the working of the centrifugal pump. How centrifugal force produced and how this force is responsible for transferring liquid from bottom level to overhead tank. Now in working mechanism, at the start of the pump, we are closing the delivery valve. You can see the delivery valve which is installed in the delivery pipe. Now what will happen? At that time when delivery valve is closed, we are supplying power to the casing. At that time what will happen? As we are supplying power, then shaft rotates. As shaft rotates, there is an impeller on the shaft, so impeller also rotates at a high speed, and as it rotates at a high speed, centrifugal force is produced. Then what will happen? As centrifugal force is produced, there is a development of pressure, and due to that pressure, that impeller sucks the liquid from the suction pipe. Now as the liquid is sucked from the suction pipe, as there is a development of pressure in the impeller, and the impeller which is in the casing is now full with the liquid, and at that time delivery valve is open. Now you can imagine that as delivery valve is open and there is a high centrifugal force inside the casing due to high speed of rotation of impeller, what will happen? The liquid is forcefully transferred to the delivery pipe and to overhead tank. So by this way, with the help of impeller, there is a production of high centrifugal force, and due to high centrifugal force, there is a creation of pressure in the impeller, and due to that, the liquid is sucked from the suction line and it is transferred to the overhead tank. Fine. So by this way, centrifugal pump works. I hope the working and construction of centrifugal pump is clear to all, because it is very important. In many chemical industry, centrifugal pump is used for transportation of the liquid from a lower level to higher level. So by this way, centrifugal pump works. Now let us see which are the advantages and disadvantages of centrifugal pump. First, let us take advantages. The advantages of centrifugal pump includes that centrifugal pump is simple in construction. It is very simple in construction because it includes very less machinery. Casing, in that there is a shaft and there is an impeller, as we have seen. So first advantage of centrifugal pump is that it is simple in construction. Next is it can be made in wide range of materials. There is no limitation in materials when we are fabricating a centrifugal pump. So it can be made in wide range of materials. Low initial cost is the another advantage of centrifugal pump. Simplicity in design. It is very simple in design while we are fabricating any centrifugal pump. Provides steady discharge. This is very important advantage of centrifugal pump. Centrifugal pump provides steady discharge. Steady discharge, that means once the material or once the liquid started to transfer from a lower level to our overhead tank level, it gives continuous and steady discharge. So these are the advantages of centrifugal pump. Now let us discuss the disadvantages. First disadvantage of using centrifugal pump is it is not usually self-priming. Now what is this priming? That we will detail in detail in our next lecture. So it is usually not self-priming. Next disadvantage is it operates at low efficiency. The efficiency of the centrifugal pump is low as compared to the other pumps. And the last disadvantage of using centrifugal pump is it does not handle very viscous liquid. When we are transferring liquid which is viscous in nature, then at that time we cannot go for centrifugal pump. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of using centrifugal. Now move to the next topic related to centrifugal pump is head developed by centrifugal pump. Head developed by centrifugal pump is composed of difference between static head, velocity head, pressure head plus the frictional losses in the suction and discharge line of the pump. So when I have to calculate total head which is developed in the centrifugal pump, at that time I can say that total head is difference in static head plus difference in velocity head plus difference in pressure head plus frictional losses or frictional head. So when I have to calculate the head developed, then I have to go for this formula. So in today's session we have covered the types of the pump and started with centrifugal pump, its construction working, its advantages and disadvantages, and how we can calculate head developed by the pump. Now from the next session we will continue these types of the pump. Thank you so much.